Well, joining me now is Kaya Parv, the Chief Investment Officer at CreditLink.ai, an artificial intelligence-enabled credit asset management company. She joins me from Singapore. Good to have you with us. So, Kaya, can cryptocurrencies provide an alternative to the US dollar, do you think?
At this point, decentralized cryptocurrencies definitely do not provide an alternative for US dollar. US dollar is still backed by the world's largest and powerful economy, as well as the trade and financial flows. Crypto does not provide such backing at this point. Having said that, digitalized currencies and perhaps fiat-backed crypto could replace USD to some extent. And we have seen some tests already rolled out in China, whereby the PBOSC has issued digitalized yuan that has been injected into digital wallets. The use case for such money could make sense in the event of natural disaster or even with the current Ukrainian crisis.
Or can it go any distance in helping countries like Russia to evade sanctions?
I think it's difficult to use crypto to evade sanctions because if you look at the size of Russian economy, it's currently about 1.7 trillion, whereas the entire market capitalization of crypto is 1.8 trillion. So crypto does not have the capacity or the depth to allow Russia to evade sanctions. And
but maybe not
Russia's
all the sanctions. Can it be helpful? I mean, obviously, as you pointed out, the volume there simply doesn't cover all of Russia's needs, but can it go some length?
To some extent, I would say yes. And if we look at Russia's decision to allow crypto transactions earlier this year, although there was a lot of debate around banning crypto, we could insinuate that perhaps the decision was influenced by the Ukrainian invasion. And we can't rule out maybe there was some sort of tip-off to oligarch close to Putin that you may want to move some of your assets to crypto markets.
What can governments do to monitor activities with cryptocurrency they consider to be illegal?
It's a bit tricky to monitor. I mean, of course, governments can do what they always do, which is impose more regulation, be it in the form of transaction reporting or taxation or even straight out banning. But generally, the marketplaces where crypto is traded are already regulated one way or the other, meaning that those marketplaces operate in heavily regulated jurisdictions, such as the US or the EU. And the endpoints are regulated, meaning if you want to do crypto transactions, you have to use a major currency, such as the euro or the USD, against it.
All right, we saw a huge uptick in crypto transactions on February the 24th from Russia. What are people using it for if, as you said, it's kind of limited in terms of how far it can go to help with sanctions evasion?
I think we could be seeing the first real use case for crypto with this Ukrainian crisis, as a lot of individuals as well as entities are moving some of their money and some of their assets into crypto. So crypto could be proved to be a store of wealth at this point in time, although we can't really do any actual transactions in crypto yet.
So this could trigger individuals, just average savers, increasingly looking towards cryptocurrency, not just sanctioned oligarchs.
I would say so. And looking at the comments coming from, let's say, Coinbase and some of the other markets, they have said pretty straightforwardly they are not going to ban Russian individuals doing transactions on their markets because they feel they can't penalize individuals. And I would agree with that. But having said that, limited access to the endpoints, let's say the dollar and the euro, definitely puts a bit of halt on entering crypto for regular Russians.
All right, it's been great talking to you. Thanks so much, Kaya.
Thank you so much.